Okay. New girls, what they really need to do is have thicker skin than they're used to having, because you're not dealing with your dad or your brother or your boyfriend or your best friend or your best friend's boyfriend. You're dealing with a gentleman who's in there to be entertained and is expecting to be entertained, and they will say some of the most god-awful trashy things to you, and you just kind of have to grin and take it, because if you're one of those people that goes, I can't believe that he said that to me, and I'm like, okay, well, why are you in this industry? You need to be at the temple doing something else with the church, or working at Walmart as a door greeter, I don't know. But if you cannot handle tactless, horrible things being said to you, and it's not something that happens every day all the time, but you will get that one person. 90% of new girls break down and have a coronary and start crying and think that they're going to die because the guy said something like, oh, I'd like to stick my tongue in your ass. It's like, okay, that's his fetish. He's going to say that to you. He's going to say it to the next girl, and the girl after that, and the girl after that. He's going to say it hoping he gets a response.
What are the worst insults you've gotten?
I've had that's generally pretty much it. I've been called a cunt, a bitch. I've replied in kind by kicking pitchers of beers. The greatest thing about slip-on stilettos is that you can punt them like a football. And I have dead on aim. Dead on aim. I've punted them up a flight of stairs and hit a guy with them before. So yeah, I've been called a lot of names, but you just have to have a really thick skin with it.
Do you think it's just part of their fetish, or are they just being mean?
You get guys that are angry, I think, that they're just pissed off that their life sucks, their wives are bitches, and they have nothing better to do but take it out on somebody else. You get a percentage of that, and then you get guys that have fetishes that, yeah, most guys that have fetishes are trying to get a kind response, so they'll say something really nice. They have really nice toes. I'm like, yeah, great, I didn't manicure them today, but glad you think they're great. Thank you for the compliment, I appreciate it. So,
but you realize that, you accept it, huh? That
yeah,
there's just...
people are all individuals. You don't know what you're going to run into any day, and it's the same whether you're on the street or you're in a strip club.
Like at BYU, we heard about this thing like underarm licking.
Well, I didn't hear about that. I stay away from the BYU stuff as much as I can. That's like a strange area for me, BYU.
It's very interesting.
Is it like a fetish, I guess?
That's what they say. They bring it up. It's one of the things they do to abstain from sexual contact with each other.
I don't know. I kind of find that, like, gym sweat in the armpit is kind of a arousing smell. I think they're kind of bullshitting you guys with that. I don't know that I'd want to lick somebody's armpit, but I know that the smell of like sweat is an erotic thing. So I don't know how people can say that they're licking an armpit when it's sweaty and it's to abstain from sex. It wouldn't really work for me.
But for the girls that start, what advice do you have to give them?
My advice would be to take the money and run. I mean, do whatever you can, invest it, go to school, it's not something that can last forever. You cannot be a dancer for the rest of your life. One day you're going to get to the point like the lady that you just had a conversation.
Don't say any names.
One day you're going to get to a point that you can no longer dance, and it doesn't matter how kind you are, it doesn't matter how, because you will physically be unattractive to people. I mean, you will always be a verbally, emotional, attractive person to anybody who wants to, but at some point in your life, a gentleman's going to look at you and go, that is not attractive, and I do not find that sexually stimulating whatsoever. Can you please leave, or I will leave? And that's, there's a day that you have to call.
A lot of clubs around the nation will not even allow a girl to stay in very long. I mean, after she's danced for a while.
Yeah.
Whereas I've been to Vegas where there are women making tens of thousands of dollars a night, and they're collecting Social Security, but they have a book and a reputation, and they're just star divas.
They've collected a clientele.
Oh,
and it's fantastic.
And the clientele is like Frank Sinatra, Sammy Davis Jr.,
yeah.
Senators, presidents.
I was going to say, these must be old dead strippers, because Frank Sinatra and Sammy Davis are both passed away.